With your own money, you can say fuck you and move whenever you want. With your own money, saying I don't want to deal with this situation and actually pulling yourself out of a situation becomes far easier. With your own money, taking your own decisions becomes much easier. With your own money, telling your parents that hey, this is what I want to do with my life becomes much easier, right? But the problem is when you're dependent on other people for your source of income, the big issue that happens is that they get to tell you where to be. They get to tell you what to do. They get to tell you where to go, right? In my life, when I was making my own money, it was much easier to tell my parents that hey, listen, I want to go and actually start this business, right? I was working a job in a gym, and then when I told them that hey, I'm going to start this business, they did resist, but it was far easier of a yes from them because they're like, okay, he's not dumb, he doesn't know anything, it's not like he doesn't know anything about the world, he's made his own money. But it's when I didn't have anything going on for me in terms of my own income, that's when I suffered the most. Biggest issue we face is that we assume our parents and the people around us should believe in us from the start. They have no reason to. Why would they ever believe in you when you have not proved anything of significance to them, right? When you have constantly spent all these years and they have lived with you so they understand, playing video games, eating junk food, not showing any signs of display. I'm not talking about the gym because you love that shit. I'm talking about doing things you don't like and educating yourself on topics that you otherwise wouldn't, just because you want to make a change in your life. If when they see signs of that, they will start to believe in you, right? Making your money, your own money, gives you freedom like nothing else, right? It's not even comparable. The freedom that you get out of making your own source of income, cash flow. I'm not talking about big money here. I'm not talking tens of thousands of dollars even. I'm not talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm talking a basic, even to start, 30,000 rupees coming to your bank every single month. Just to start that, right? There is so much of freedom in that. There is so much of autonomy in that. Like you can run your own shit. You can go places you've always wanted to go, right? You can take your own decisions. That's the best thing ever. I'm not saying you can travel internationally. I'm not saying you can go anywhere in the world you want. But I'm just saying that when you make your own damn money, the simple fact that you say, hey, this guy in this gym irritates me, let's move to a different gym. No worries. The fact that you can do that is priceless. The fact that you can be like, that person irritates me, let's never go to that place again, right? That kind of freedom is priceless, right? The simple fact that I'm talking about, by the way, a job or no job, right? As long as that money comes, you will see your life in a different way. The next stage is when you're building a business, right? We've all worked jobs and then eventually switched to a business. That phase where you build a business after is a completely different level of freedom. That's because you don't have to put up with the people that talk shit about you. You don't have to put up with the people who go complain to the HR. You don't have to put up to a boss randomly calling you up and saying that, hey, listen, don't come today because you're fired. Why did you come so late? Why did you not update the spreadsheets? These kind of things. I'm talking about traditional corporate or a job that you hate, right? There are a lot of jobs out there that pay really well, that do a good job in keeping you. And if you get that opportunity, I definitely think you should take that. But point is that, so I get a lot of my own staff telling me that they love working for us. And they're very happy because they get the freedom is what they appreciate the most. We hire the best, we let them do their own shit and let them do whatever they're good at. But there's a big catch to this, right? Which is that when you are making your own money, although you're doing it for freedom, you're going to lose a part of your day, right? A big part of your day, because it's not so easy, right? Even to earn that 20,000, your first 20,000 rupees, extremely hard. Like you have to put in the reps, you have to put in the work. There'll be days where you don't feel like showing up. That's part of the game. It's the same thing with business, with a job, with your freelancing, whatever, right? The fact that you have to push yourself to show up every single day, and you do things, there is parts of the job that you don't like, change. And that is the most important lesson, which is that no matter what you pick, right? You're making money through a job, you're making money through a business, you're a solopreneur, whatever. Ultimately, the simple fact that there will be things about that job that suck. There will be things about your career that sucks. No change, right? But that's what makes it fruitful. It makes it good because you know you have earned it. You will respect that more. It's not just numbers and papers, like it's just your own work, right? And once you get past that phase, you can then hire, you can then automate, you can do all these other things. But that phase where it sucks, so many people try to escape it. So many people try to be like, yeah, I don't want to learn all this. I can just hire, automate, delegate, all that shit. You've not earned that yet. You don't have the resources for that yet. Well, some of them do, where they have daddy's money, they have big connections, they have political backgrounds. But if you're a normal human being like myself, you have to go through that phase where it sucks. Simple fact that it's able to give you that freedom is priceless. Fuck the number, fuck whatever they're going to tell you in terms of money. But the simple fact that for your work and effort that you have put in, a specific number comes into your bank account and you're able to use that to do whatever you want out of that, gives you autonomy like nothing else. If you currently use your parents' money, you spend daddy's money, right? That first income is going to change the way you see the world, because you will get autonomy like nothing else. You will know what it is like to actually go out there, do work that sucks, because everything sucks. Making money through a business sucks, working a job sucks, all of it sucks. It all just have different perks, right? Say that, hey, get into business, like it's the best way to make money. Nobody can tell you, you don't have to call anybody a boss. But there is a lot of shit to that as well. You have to be close to your clients. You're a slave to your clients. This is the dark side that nobody tells you. It all sucks, but the simple fact that that money is coming into your bank account is absolutely priceless. If you can get it, try and take it. Any kind of way that you make money, it doesn't have to be big numbers. You could start with literally 5,000 rupees a month for a small gig that you're doing and then scale it up from there. But the point is to start. It's ridiculous how many people are 21, 22, 20, 19, never have made their own money. Like, what are you doing? Like, don't you want autonomy? Don't you want a head start? You're comparing yourself to the wrong circle. You're comparing yourself to people who do not care. Live their life, go for it. But I wouldn't recommend it.